Psychedelic Record Run, number 15. How crazy is that? We were way off on the numbers.
We were.
Okay, so some of our regular haunts, really. I don't think we haven't hit it up any place different. I mentioned last time my first go around at the Elusive in St. Louis. Why am I not thinking?
The Record Exchange.
The Record Exchange.
Yeah.
There we go. Wow. All right.
Holy crap! Point this out. Last week we both wore zip-up hoodies. We currently both have red shirts on tonight.
I never wear red. This is like one. I have this and Cardinal shirts.
We don't plan this.
So the first 3 records that I'm going to show this evening, I got at Recycled Records. I've mentioned it a ton of times before on these videos. It was the record store that I went to when I was in high school, and occasionally, dang it, I didn't get these from Recycled.
Again.
Okay, alright, so I got the first 3 records that I'm showing this evening at GB's here in Decatur. We've mentioned it a ton of times. It's kind of my regular local haunt now. Gary and Bob over there, great guys. And I think I walked in one day and I just was like, I've got like 45 minutes. Went through the new bins. They always point me in the right direction. So these first 2 at least, not Psych at all. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. I've been looking for this for a long time, frankly. And I think I paid, maybe $7-8 for this. I've been looking for the CD forever because it is Rolling Stone 500 Greatest of All Time, ding, and of course it's 1001 albums you have to hear before you die, ding. And so that's great. Frankly, I like this a lot better than Thriller. I'm going to go out there.
Whoa.
For my unpopular media opinions, I'm going to say it. This is a better album than Thriller because Thriller isn't an album. Thriller is a collection of singles, which is not the same thing. But don't stop till you get enough. That's Michael Jackson's best song ever. Mark it 8, dude. Mark it 8. Solid.
All right, the stuff I'm going to show tonight are some eBay pickups.
Cool.
I haven't been to a record store in a couple months. The
horror.
I know, right?
The horror.
No, it really is.
I did I'm like a feminine man hand. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, my goodness.
It's true. It's sad but true. Sad but true. No, so I've done some eBay shopping a lot over the last few months, and actually sold a bunch of stuff on eBay.
Good for you.
A bunch of my childhood sports memorabilia.
Sad day.
It was kind of a sad day, but I made a few $100 off of it. All right, first up from the eBay pile, this is Fluff, self-titled. These guys were a Boston group on Verve. Really good stuff. A lot of organ on this. Kind of the prototypical Boss Town sound.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
No, this was really good. I got this shipped for $13, which is a pretty good deal on this.
Back cover.
It's a very clean copy. I got kind of lucky on this one. This was from a seller that didn't have a lot of feedback, kind of a new one. So sometimes people won't take chances. I don't care. I'll take a chance as long as it's described good.
You live in the dumpster.
I do. I really do. I'm a bargain hunter. I like my bargains. So this is a cool one.
Let them know butter's on sale this week. Another one, 500 Greatest, and 1001. Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska, his low-key album from 1984, I believe, 82. Wow, I am way off on these. I am a Springsteen guy. I get that the appeal of this album is that it's acoustic and he recorded it like in his bedroom at home and things like that. Frankly, I'm big on Atlantic City. I also kind of like Johnny 99. This isn't my favorite Springsteen album. I think it is one of those ones where it takes time to grow on you, and I just haven't had time with it yet. But promo copy right there.
Very nice.
And I think this was marked at 4,
Nice.
5.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. So
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
That's cool. All right, next up from eBay, the Status Quo, Pictures of Matchstick Men, Messages from the Status Quo with the big hit Pictures of Matchstick Men on it. This has been a one of mine for a very long time. I love that single. One of my favorites. I saw a copy at the last record show. Somebody had like a price tag of $80.
Whoa,
That's egregious. That is way too high.
Don't pay that much for that record.
So I found this copy on eBay. Put it up a little bit for me. I paid $20 shipped. More than I like to pay for stuff, but it was, again, one of those, like, had some extra cash from my eBay sales, saw it, was like, I want it. The album is very much in the similar vein as Pictures of Matchstick Men. They sort of copied themselves on almost every track. Every track kind of has that.
Was that
same
label
guitar.
dictum, like, make everything like the single?
Exactly. I'm sure that's what it was. And later Status Quo is nothing like this Status Quo. They were like a more boogie rock group later on. I don't care for that stuff. This is really good. This is worth seeking out.
The most Psych thing that I picked up on that particular trip to GB's. So the most Psych thing that I picked up on this trip to GB's is this. David Bowie, Space Oddity. Obviously, earlier release of this was David Bowie, Man and His Music. It was the UK pressing, but this is an early US pressing, and it came with the David Bowie poster enclosed sticker, but unfortunately not with the David Bowie poster enclosed. But I cut that out, and I'm going to keep it with it in the outer sleeve and the jacket. This is a great record. I think it's kind of underrated. I think people who are into deep Psych kind of think Bowie, that's glam, that's prog, that's not me. This has some cool stuff on it.
It's really good.
This is a good record. Needle drop to label. You're going to enjoy it. It's more Psych than you might think from Bowie. So if you don't like the later stuff, maybe give this one a try from an LP standpoint. It's got much more to offer than just the title track. I think you'll enjoy it if you're a Psych person.
It's good.
It's Bowie!
This is Haps Hash and the Colored Coat. Yeah.
Great name.
It is a great name. They were actually a design team. They designed psychedelic artwork and posters. Michael English and Nigel Weymouth, I believe, were the two guys' names.
Nigel and Neville are the two most British names ever, and I want to make a movie where there are brothers named Nigel and Neville Fletcher. All right, seriously, I'm going to let you start over. I just am trying to get, like, these pillows are getting away from me. Oh, man, I smell bad, too. All right, I'm going to take a drink of tea and compose myself.
All right, sir. Dang it. This is their first album. They had 2 albums that they put out. Again, British design team, recruited some kind of studio guys, some band members that they knew. Guys from Art, if you've seen the album Supernatural Fairy Tale, they later morphed into Spooky Tooth. But yeah, cool stuff. This is very, very deep, weird Psych. My favorite track on here is A Mind Blown is a Mind Shown. I love the track names, I love the artwork on here. This was $13 shipped as well. Pretty good deal on this one. Usually goes for around 30 to 40.
Nice.
Really cool stuff. If you're looking for something a little bit deeper, a little bit heavier, check these guys out.
All right, we also, as we mentioned already, got a chance to go to the St. Louis Record Show. We've got another one of those coming up this weekend. 3 days.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. These are the first 2 things, actually. I did not pick up a bunch at the last St. Louis show. I'm just quality over quantity with those lately, and that's totally fine with me. But one that I did get that was a cheap pickup, and I've got to give Mellow Yellow a shout out. I told him I was looking for this record, and he called me over. $3?
Yeah, I think so.
$3 that I paid for Surf's Up, the Beach Boys. I just never see this record.
It's tough to find. It is.
I'm glad that I got it. Beach Boys, Surf's Up. It's a good album.
It's not as expensive as like Smiley Smile or
No,
something, but
no.
I think it's every bit as good.
I think I like it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one was one I was kind of hunting for a while.
Yeah.
I've bid on a few of these on eBay before and always got outbid. Always goes way out of my price range. Found one that had a big Richard Petty NASCAR sticker on the front. And I'm saying this before I show you the album to give you some context. This picture what you would think a Richard Petty sticker would go on.
Okay.
And then see this. This is Jan Lorraine's Gypsy People. I don't know who put the sticker on or why, but it was right here. Huge.
Full on STP.
Yes. Yep. I got this for a really reasonable price. This I've seen anywhere from $75 to $100 online. I got this for $25 shipped.
Wow.
Again, Jan Lorraine, Gypsy People, folk psych, female duo. Really, really good stuff. There's some filler on here, but the 2 tracks that are the standouts are Gypsy People and the Assignment Song Sequence. Both of those will be playing on the show soon.
Sweet.
They're very good tracks. If anything, buy it for the front of the
Oh
cover.
my gosh,
It's
yeah, it
so,
looks great.
So cool. Really, really happy to get this.
The princess takes your hand and shows you where to find the theater.
All right, and then kind of another big pull from that St. Louis show. This one, we've talked about him before. Nicknamed him affectionately Holy Grail Guy, Scott, who, in my book, at least from a vinyl selling standpoint, is a gem of a human being.
He is a great guy.
I got from him for $15.
Oh, that's a really
The
good
Who
price.
Sellout. I have seen this record a few places now. This is in really good shape. This is a tough one to keep in good shape
Yes.
too. Obviously with the white, it's just, you get bad ring wear and you get bad miscoloring and things like this. And I am impressed by this album more than I ever thought I would be. The Who, for whatever reason, are a band that have always underwhelmed me. They do not
too.
live up to the reputation.
Yeah.
And I think that's because the hits don't live up to the reputation. Not that I don't like some great Who songs, because obviously they're out there. The standout tracks from Who's Next and things like that I love, don't get me wrong. But I'd never given this album a chance. I just kind of figured like, well, what's on there that I really care about? But I'm a particular fan of the photo on the back of Keith Moon applying the Medac acne treatment to the incredibly oversized acne spot. We've all been there, right? Huh? Yeah. Anyway, so the Who Sell Out, kind of iconic, but I don't know why. It always fell under my radar. Well, I've got it now. I'm really happy to have it. It more than lived up to the hype. I was just kind of expecting it to be kind of filler fare, and I didn't get that. I got a great album out of it, and a cool concept album too.
Yeah.
And so, shame on me for underselling the Who. So, really appreciate this one.
All right, last, certainly not least though, among these finds.
I'm gonna my heartburn.
Are you getting the vapors?
I am. my. Oh, I'm wilting like the petunias that grow on the west side of the garden.
This is the Velvet Underground White Light, White Heat. The cover is not in the best shape. I don't know if it'll show up real well on here, but
Well, it's
you've
black.
got it is black as the night. It does have the skull on the front. Not
To
a first
later
pressing.
pressing.
Exactly. There is a tear on the back there, but the disc is like mint. There is a few hairlines, so I'm going to downgrade it to VG plus, but I got this for $18 shipped.
I'd call that near mint. Yeah. The Velvet Underground.
gift.
This has been the year of the Velvet Underground for you.
I've acquired all of their early albums minus the self-titled.
Obviously, they're a group of a grand slam, a big four. You want the self-titled, you want With Nico, you want White Light, White Heat, and you want Loaded. And
yep.
I have none of those original pressings. I've listened to more of them this year than I ever had before, but it's been your year with them.
I've been pretty happy, and you might see one or two of those show up in a video come January. Who knows? Maybe.
Previews.
Teaser.
All right, so obviously we're keeping it rolling here with just absolutely great finds.
Yeah.
We've
There's
just
still
been,
so much left to show, though. Oh my gosh.
We've got a back catalog. We've got another show coming up. I've got 3 more videos worth of material right now. We're going to try and keep them short. We're not doing a very good job with that. I love talking about this stuff. We thank you guys for all your feedback. Check out the radio show. Leave a comment. We'll be back soon. Until then, avoid scratches and stay in the groove.